Howdy YouTube, this is the second part of my Confederate ANV 63-64 impression. This is all my equipment that I carry. And like I said, this is all I carry for the weekend. What I got here is, I'll start off with my musket. Now I know it's debatable on whether a private in the ANV in 63 would have had 1842 Springfield. I know I should probably have an Enfield, but I don't, because this is the only one that I could afford. And to be honest, I almost wish I would have bought an Enfield. This is one of the infamous Indian muskets. I know I completely wasted my money. Don't leave comments saying that, because I know I did. I bought this thing for $420 without a bayonet or anything, just a musket. And I ended up putting about $200 worth of work into it. When I went to shoot it the first time, I had to ungrease the barrel, which was, I know muskets now come with like a greasing on the inside of the barrel, but this was seriously ridiculous. They might as well just poured an entire bottle of oil down the barrel. It's ridiculous. So that took me it took me about a day to get all the grease out of it, or all the oil out of it. And then when I went to fire it, I kept on misfiring. I was wondering, well, shoot, I'll take the nipple off. I took the nipple off. The nipple was cross-threaded in about 4 different places. Absolutely ridiculous. So I went to get another nipple. Well, no, I tried to use that nipple again. I retapped it and everything. But then I looked at the bottom hole, the when it goes down into the breech, and the darn thing, you couldn't fit a darn sewing needle through it. It was so small. It was ridiculous. I mean, no wonder no compression could ever, no spark could ever go down through it. I mean, if you have a choice between an Indian musket or a like a Army Sport, I would definitely go with the with anything besides an Indian musket. These things are absolutely terrible and unfireable. I haven't seen any proof of them like exploding, but on a good firing rate, they don't. Okay, so that's my musket rant. I'm sorry about that. So I hope I didn't offend anybody. The next we have is my leathers. I know I don't have a bayonet. The dude I bought the musket from, I've been trying to get in contact with him, but he ain't been getting back with me and everything, so I don't know when I'm going to get a bayonet, if I'm going to get a bayonet for this thing. Hope I do soon, so my sergeant quits yelling at me for when we do musket stacks. So I got a 58 caliber cartridge box. This is my mainstream box. I know, terrible, but I've had it for years. I'm saving up money to get another one. I like to get one from Lammers. He makes really good stuff. He's made a lot of the guys in my unit's leathers. I'd like to get some from him. But overall, okay box. I mean, it's just a streamer box. I don't even remember who I bought it off of. But I mean, it's sewn with white thread. It has the correct pattern, correct rivet placement on the back. So I guess it's an okay box, but I want to get a decent one that I know that I know is correct. Next on the belt we have is my federal quote-unquote captured federal cap box. It's one of the earlier pattern shield front styles. Has the acorn on the side there. Sorry, I'm using my foot. I don't know if that's weird or not. But next we have is the belt itself. It's the quote-unquote Georgia frame. I don't know why they call it a Georgia frame. These weren't just found in Georgia. They were found everywhere. Everybody used them. Really common belt. So I like to call it just a frame buckle because it's not specifically from Georgia like everybody believes it to be. The leather for it's brown, as you can see. It was like a russet color, but I rubbed a lot of grease into it to try to get it darker, and I even tried to put some blackening in it, but that just ran out like as soon as I wore it in the rain. So, I don't know. You see brown belts. It's not like they're only issued black ones. But yeah. Next we have is my, I guess you could say, mess gear. I got my Confederate haversack. This is just like a commutations haversack. It's nothing special. I made it myself out of cotton drill. It's not specifically after a certain pattern, but it's usable, and it's period. I mean, there went my phone. Sorry about that. But I hand sewed the entire thing. It's kind of like after a Mexican war pattern, I guess, but it has a single button closure. I mean, these guys were being issued whatever they could find. I mean, whatever the government could make, and they're also making stuff themselves. So, yeah. Next we have is my CS tin drum canteen. A lot of people associate this with just early war. That's not necessarily true. These were issued throughout the war. What I call it reenactorism, when stuff gets made up in the reenacting world, like how all cavalry guys all Confederate cavalry guys dressed up like Jeb Stuart, stuff like that. The reenactorism with canteens is that once Confederates were issued either wooden or these canteens, this part's true, but as soon as they could, they would get a federal canteen. Not always, and plus these were issued throughout the war, not just early war. So it's a good through the war canteen. It's not just early war. And finally, we have my sleeping gear, which is just I mean, I'm a big guy. Not gonna deny that, but it's just a civilian white blanket. This is about turn of the century, is what I could date it to. It has the correct weave pattern and everything, so I figured it's alright. It's 100% cotton. 100% wool. And I don't know, it seems to work. You see images with guys with white blankets. I mean, it's not like they just picked up federal blankets, and the few Confederate issue blankets. Tying it up, I got a like federal issue blanket roll strap, just like battlefield pickup, whatever they could find they would use. And finally, next we have my tin pot. It's just a peach tin boiler. You can get them at Blockade Runner for like $10. Good buy, authentic buy. And now the real last piece is what all of my gear is sitting on. This is a quote-unquote Confederate ground cloth. You could also use it for like civilian stuff. As you can see, it's painted black on one side. I think this is linen. I don't know, but it's a period recipe. I got this from SNS Sutler Gettysburg, and it cost me $40. Decent price. And it's a good piece of equipment. I like it. Kept me dry many nights. And that's it for my 63, 64 ANV impression. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please comment below or send me a private message if you like. This is Longhunter 96 signing out. Thanks.